What did in your career? I'm trying to think. You've worked with so many of like literally like the top 1% of comedians. Like I mentioned Bert and Larry the Cable Guy and Nate. Like, is there something you've learned from working with them, or is there a commonality between them of just these guys made it like at the highest level possible? Like, what have you learned from being so close to being in their orbit, really?
All of them have their own charm and their own route and like how they did it. You know, Nate's like very much overlooked his entire career and then kind of blows up at the end. You know, people think that he was an overnight success. He was doing funny bones and improvs and clubs for years and years before he became an arena act. And that's just being persistent. That's writing. He never changed his brand. He never changed his voice. He never changed what he was doing. He did the same thing, and people came to him. He didn't go to them, and that's a unique. Most of the time, comedians are chasing people, and Nate said, "This is who I am. I'm clean. This is what I talk about. Here's my." And it's so unique to see somebody have that stance and bring the crowd to them and what we do. So you know, with him, it's like the determination, the grind. Bert Kreischer treats everybody like a friend. His charisma, if it could be bottled and sold, it would change the world.
Yeah.
I mean, people get tired of him because the same reason, I know Bert personally, he's a great dude, but you're tired of Bert the same reason you get tired of good music. It's been on the radio too much. If Bert didn't live in every reel we had, and we all hadn't seen him cry 19 times, we would enjoy Bert more as a product than what we do. But it's like that song that you hate. You don't hate it because the lyrics aren't good. You hate it because the DJ won't quit playing it. And Bert feels that way. So everybody has, you know, different things. And one thing about me is I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm really good at paying attention. So just like what you're saying, that's like such a great question, because I can't necessarily figure out a lot on my own, but I'm good at looking at other people, the routes they took, the approach they took, and go, okay, you know, I like that. I think I'm going to try something like that. And so I've been lucky with the guys that Jon Crist is a guy who has taken me on the road more than anybody. I've been to every city in America with Jon Crist. And one thing about Jon is his comedy is always evolving. He cares about getting better as much as anybody I've ever met. And that shows in his career. So yeah, I learn a little bit from everybody.
Well, that definitely shows in John's career if he's willing to follow you.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if he's willing to bring, because sometimes you'll hear, especially social media people, will bring a soft opener to kind of just like make them shine more.
Yeah.
But the fact he's bringing you on the road does show he's legit trying to get much better at this, because you're not an easy
There's
follow.
an easier route. I mean, Josh Blue, first guy to ever take me on the road, one day was like, "I'm never taking you on the road again." And it was that blunt. And he goes, I'm not trying to dig out of a hole, Derek. He goes, "We're in Omaha. I'm not." And so, you know, credit to Jon for that. And it does make some sense. Me and Jon, we don't step on each other's toes at all. You know, he's doing true like Christian comedy, and I'm doing Southern comedy. And so I'm not stealing any of that thunder. But yeah, kudos to him. He's never scared, and and you know, and you got to respect that for sure.